Everyone has witnessed the incidents with Vinicius Junior, Lukaku before him, Saka, Rashford during the Euro, and the list goes on. What can FIFA or other associations should do or can do to tackle the racism often on the pitch?
Yeah, well, it's something that's been going on for not just this moment, as you mentioned, those players. These are the new generation in the sports. But when you go back and you look the history of football, particularly my experience being in England for nearly 2 decades, racism has been something that's been there, part of the culture for a very, very long time. I think now with the social media that is actually at present, it's more been documented and more highlighted, and it's more sort of in the media domain. But what is happening is nothing new to us. It's something that's been happening for a number of years. So here we are 2 decades on from my time of playing, and we're still very much in a similar position. I think, unfortunately, there's a minority, a group of people who goes to games to cause that sort of problem. We're in a very high entertaining business of entertaining fans throughout the world, not just the local fans, but around the world globally as well. I think FIFA had tried numerous things, you've seen, from kneeling onto the floor to giving the recognition to chasing racism out of the game. And we have made progress, but we haven't made enough progress, in my opinion. I feel sanction has to be a little bit more stern, and we've seen that is happening a little bit more than usual. But I think clubs and fans have to be accountable for these kind of sort of racism remarks throughout the game or even in society. And so my opinion on it is that stiffer sanction has to be taken place. And I don't think the sanction that is made is tough enough. It can be a lot more tougher if we are to continue to make progress. But definitely progress has been made, but there's far more that can be done.
So did you suffer from that kind of incidents when you were in England? Because you played in Man United, Aston Villa, Birmingham, maybe even played for Birmingham, who were the rival for Aston Villa.
Yeah.
So fans are so passionate in England.
Yes, I have. I've come across it a couple of times. I wasn't one of the major black players out there that used to get a lot of it, but I certainly experienced it as a player. And it's not very nice. It's very demeaning on you as an individual, as well as the culture. I felt that at the time, it came at a time when probably I didn't play particularly well that day. Lucky enough, throughout my career, I've always been more on the winning side of things, so not having to face too many racial abuse. But I came as a bit of a surprise, but it didn't just happen once. It happened on a few occasions now, and I can understand what the players have gone through. So it's a real shame that something because of your skin color has been highlighted a little bit more for a game that you contribute and certainly entertain at a certain level as well.